welcome back to my channel, 𝐓𝐢𝐤𝐤 Mysterium. Today we're going to be doing what is your first impression of your soulmate. So last week, as some of you may know, we did what is your soulmate's first impression of you. And so this week I wanted to turn the tables and have it be your first impression of them. However, this week we're going to have some additional things that last week did not have. So this week we're going to have initials, zodiacs. I'm going to try to channel their physical appearance so you guys can get an idea of it. We're going to pull a few paper slips. We're going to also do how you'll recognize your soulmate, as well as trying to dive into the first meeting more. Obviously last week I kind of just tried to keep it to whatever your guys are willing to share, but I'm hoping this week they'll be a bit more generous with specific how you'll be meeting them. But yes, let's get into what the piles are. So you might be able to already tell, but this week we have Peeps. So pile 1, I'm actually going to turn on the big light for a second. So pile 1 has the pink peep. It's just a generic peep that's pink and it does not really look it on camera, but that is okay. Pile 2 is the purple peep. Looks kind of gray, but I promise it's purple. And then pile 3 is the... okay, I don't know if any of you have heard this before, but it's a strawberry Pop-Tart peep. It has like little rainbow pieces on it. I actually kidnapped it from my brother, but yeah, so take your time, take a deep breath, listen to your intuition, and once you pick your peep, the timestamps will be in the description box below. Also, I wanted to mention to check out your channeled songs. I always forget to tell you guys that I do that now, so don't forget to check those out too if you feel called. I will see you in your reading. Hi pile 1, you guys had the pink peep. And I'm gonna just set it over here. I have like a pack of them, so this one can go to waste and be presentable. But we're going to start off like last week with archetype cards, and I also wanted to make a little disclaimer. If you guys missed last week or want to see the reverse, which is your soulmate's first impression of you, I'm going to include that in the link below. But yes, let's get into your archetype cards. So group number 1's angels, guides, and ancestors that serve their highest good. What is their soulmate's, or sorry, so you know I'm backwards. What is their first impression of their soulmate? Oh. Thank you. And we're going to pull one from this deck, and I want this archetype card to be more of the pungent, very, like it holds more weight than these three. What is group number 1's first impression? Oh, I think we got 2 and they fell on the floor. So the first card we have here, dude, I don't know if I'm remembering this wrong, but I could have sworn that this is the exact first card that I got for pile or group number 1 last week for the reverse. So you guys might have to like check for me, but I feel like you guys got this last week, but like this was their first impression of you. Maybe I'm wrong. We have gossip, awakens consideration for the feelings of others, honoring trust. Ooh, we have vampire, makes you aware that someone or something is draining your life force. And then we have mediator, gift for negotiating fairness and strategy in personal and professional life, respect for both sides of an argument. And I'm actually going to turn the lights up a little bit so you guys can see the cards a little bit better. Gossip card here, I'm actually getting an interesting message. So it seems like this person who's meant to be your soulmate, I'm hearing future spouse as well. It feels like you get a lot of intel on this person. Interesting. I'm hearing for some of you it's online, like you don't see this person in person, but you get a lot of information like from social media. For some of them, it seems like they're influencers of some sort and you like watch their videos. And that might sound a little creepy, but I feel like it's more like you feel this draw or pull to them that you can't explain. This is just for some of you. But it's like you just don't get the information from speaking with them. So it's like you get it online or you get it from friends of a friend, but I don't feel like you know this person, which is why I'm inclined to say that it's social media or even an influencer. I'm just seeing YouTube and you guys watching their videos and trying to figure out what it is you're feeling. And it's funny because with Vampire and Mediator here, they're very different energies. And what I feel like with the Vampire here, if it'll focus, I know I'm moving a lot. Maybe. With Vampire here, I feel like you guys get so drained trying to figure out this connection. It's like you trying to sort out what this person is to you and why you're drawn to them and intrigued by them is draining you, and so you project this image onto them. And I don't think you actually think this person is like a vampiric essence. You don't think they're actually like purposefully draining your life force, because if anything it's the opposite, right? Like you're drawn to them for a reason. You wouldn't be like clutching onto some parasitic thing, right? But it feels like with the Vampire here, you guys are so drained when you think about this connection. And it's so interesting because I think a lot of us, when we think about having soulmate readings, or like I'm hearing past life readings, so maybe this is somebody who you guys have a past life connection to, but for you guys in specific, it feels like it just drains the shit out of you. Like I just see, this is such a random thing. I'm seeing like those juicers, and you know when people like, especially on TikTok, they have like, they do a challenge and they like buy a bag of oranges and then they hold up like a thing of orange juice, and I saw this literally the other day. And they press out all the juice trying to see like which one has more. I feel like you guys are like the ones getting like pressed in that juicer, like all the juice is getting sucked out of you. And it's not that you think of this person like, oh, they're evil, oh, they're, you know, but it's like you associate that with them because you're trying to sort it out what you feel for them. And so it's like your first impression of them is tied into this feeling, but it's not how you perceive them. I hope that makes sense. I might have explained that in a little bit of a confusing way. But with the Mediator card here, this is definitely somebody, I feel like they talk very eloquently. I feel like this person is someone very charming. I'm getting Libra energy from this. And I see the Justice card when I think of this card as well. It's like this person talks on a lot of important matters on their platform, and I think that's also why I feel like you guys see them online. So they could be like a political influencer. They could be someone who works in some sort of spiritual field where they talk about topics that aren't very common. I'm hearing like podcasts. This is very, very interesting. It's like you get to hear their 2 cents on things, and you get to understand their psyche very well, even though you haven't met this person. I really don't feel like you're learning about them from a friend of a friend. And the only case I could see this being a thing is if it's you have a mutual friend who also loves their content. It's so weird. I just keep wanting to say content, or their projects, their information. So interesting. Let's get into the more specific archetypes, because I want to pull tarot cards earlier for this group because it seems very full of depth. I feel like that's the best way I want to say it. Your guys' first impression of them is very, I'm hearing interdimensional. Like there's lots of layers to this connection. So one of the archetype cards we got is the Village. And these ones are supposed to be more specifically how you perceive them. And then we got the Temple. And I'm going to read these from the deck, so give me a moment. It's very interesting because I keep hearing in my head, I don't know what to make of you. I can't sort you out. It's like you can't figure out this person. It's like some sort of puzzle inside of your head. So with the Village card here, it says, the Village presents us with a conundrum. On one hand, it's the place that feels most like home, the place to which you can always return. Nostalgia and comfort draw us back. On the other hand, it's the very place you must leave in order to grow. Around the village, an unspoken boundary exists, one most villagers do not want you to cross. Though some support you leaving, still you hear whispers of doubt as you venture beyond its borders, leaving them behind. The energy of the village is present anytime we feel restricted by a certain group, community, family, place, or ideology. It may have served us in the past, yet staying within its parameters will never satiate our thirst for life. Thank the village for all it has provided. knowing you will someday return. For now, the world awaits. Fascinating. I'm actually going to talk about this one before we read the temple card, because with this card specifically, I feel like this person that you're drawn to, your soulmate, like I said, I feel like this is somebody online. This person doesn't have to be vastly well known. They don't have to be somebody that everybody would know if you spoke about them. They could be in a niche group. I feel like a lot of them are on the rise to their career. Like, they aren't fleshed out yet, but they're definitely like working towards their life purpose. But with the village card here, it feels like you guys are somebody who lives in a very small town, and it doesn't have to be a physically small town. It's a very small town in the way that everyone's views are rather, I don't want to say normal, but it's like their views of the world are so quaint, or so restricted, or so, it's kind of like, and maybe this will, like, everyone has their own beliefs, but it makes me laugh when people say, like, no, there's nothing else in the universe that exists besides, like, our species. But it's like, how ignorant of us to say that, because, like, it's a whole universe. Like, we live in it's like the ocean isn't discovered, saying like there's nothing out there in the sea or in the sky. Like, we don't know, like, right? Like, we don't know. And I feel like you guys have this mindset where it's like, you have such a vast inner world, and you view the world in such a grand way. I feel like you guys are such heart-centered people. You guys want to make the world a better place. You have a drive for life. I'm seeing, like, Sagittarius, like, you guys just want to make this world better. You want to birth a new age is what I'm hearing. And it's like this person shares that same dream, and you feel that passion when you watch this person. And so it's like when you're watching them, you're like, oh, I'm just drawn to this person because we share very similar beliefs. We share the same, I'm hearing core. But you guys are like, no, like, there's more rooted into it than you think. It's funny because usually when I do readings, I don't want to, like, say, like, oh yeah, the person you're watching on this is, like, your soulmate, but it's like that's the message they want to make clear to some of you, or to this pile in general. Like, I feel like, you know, everything happens for a reason. So, but granted, it's not like I want to, like, encourage people to pursue a certain, if they have a really parasocial relationship, but it doesn't feel like a parasocial relationship with you guys. I think this pile knows that whatever they're feeling is different, and that it's something very unique. And I'm hearing odd, like, it's just something, like, out of all the connections you guys have lived and experienced, this one just feels a little different. So it makes you think about it a bit more. But I do think with the village, this person is someone that you guys are not going to meet at home. This is someone you're going to have to venture out. I'm hearing for some of you this isn't really a problem, because even if you can't leave right now, you guys do have places you want to go in the future and live, and places you want to experience and travel to. But I definitely think this is a person you would meet outside of your village per se, your hometown. Because it's like you can't become the person you want to be surrounded by the people you're around. And I also, like, feel like with the vampire card here, it's like people around you are parasitic, like I was saying earlier with talking about how he's not parasitic. I don't know why I want to say he. I keep saying, like, a male online figure. Granted, this is gender neutral, but for some of you, it definitely is like a dark-haired, I want to say like mid-20s, someone younger. But anyway, sorry, getting back on track. Your guide started showing me people. But I feel like some people around you just don't serve you well in the long run, and it's people who kind of keep you in this little box, and you can't grow out of it because they'll be judging you for it. You can't share these ideas that this person also shares because the place is just toxic to you. Alright, the temple. When we think of the temple, we often envision an architectural structure in a far-off land. We are quick to distance ourselves from the sacred, assuming we must expend much effort in order to arrive there. Yet the temple is a universal and omnipresent energy, accessible in the highest and lowest, richest and poorest of places. Visiting the temple might be as simple as stepping into the dappled light of the forest, slowly and sensuously kissing a lover, or closing your eyes to travel inward. This card is a call to re-examine what you pay homage to and what you reject. What do you spend your time worshipping? Your phone, money, material goods. What barriers do you draw between yourself and the sacred? Perhaps there's room on your altar for something new, something surprising. Offer it to the heavens. So this is intriguing, group number one. I feel like the reason they're trying to make you known to this soulmate, because a lot of times they don't really want you to be aware of who the person is, because our human minds will try to kind of play the game and try to kickstart a meeting when it doesn't need to happen yet, right? But I feel like with the Temple card here, it's like they want you to be aware of your soulmate and who they may be. And I obviously, like, this is a general reading, so it's like it's not, I guess, 100% confirmation for you individually, but it's like they want to make you aware that, like, yes, this person is your soulmate, and yes, you may not meet them for a second, because I do feel like that with this group, especially with the Temple card, that this person right now is meant to kind of act as a catalyst for you to grow. And I know that sounds a little odd, but it's like, for some reason, you being able to watch them and interact with them and hear their thoughts and hear their passions is what I'm hearing. You're able to really grow by listening to them. It's like they can motivate you and encourage you, even if it's not talking to you directly, because they're your soulmate, obviously. But it's also like, I don't feel like right now you guys are meant to meet super soon, and I'm gonna do timeline stuff later in this reading, but it doesn't feel like it's like a meeting in like a few weeks or a couple months, because it's like you guys have a lot that you want to do. I feel like you guys have a list of things that you want to work towards, and it's like, why have this person come in right now if you have so much on your to-do list? Because it's like the version of you that you are now is not the same version of you that will meet this person. So it's like you have so many, I'm hearing so many projects, so many blessings and abundant things. I'm seeing a bunch of different things for all of you. Like, some of you want to write a book, some of you are working in a certain field and you want to hit a milestone before this happens. Some of you you want to create things. I don't know, it's so interesting. But there's certain things that you individually will be doing before this connection comes in. Sorry, group number one, I got cut off for a sec, but we're going to pull some tarot cards to get info on your first impression of them. What is group number one's first impression of their soulmate? Thank you. Yes, this is so interesting. So obviously we have the Three of Swords falling down on top of the Gossip card. I'm gonna move these up. We have the Five of Pentacles. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. Yes. Interesting. I'm gonna adjust this so you guys can see better. It's very enlightening, group number one. So with the Three of Swords and the Five of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles, it seems like when this person, when you first found their content, and I would even say it might be right now, not necessarily that you just found them, it could be that way for some of you, but for others of you, it feels like you found them when you were at a very low time in your life. It could be when you experienced a heartbreak, a loss. I'm even hearing like a physical loss, like somebody in your family could have died. I'm also feeling with the Five of Pentacles, a time when like you lost your job and you didn't know why. It feels like it was just like a rock bottom for this group. There were so many things happening. Like with the Seven of Pentacles, you could be working at something over and over. Oh, sorry. This is the Eight of Pentacles. Not the Seven of Pentacles, my bad. But with the Eight of Pentacles, you could have been working at something for a very long time, and it was like no progress was happening in regards to this. And it's very interesting to me that your guides keep wanting to talk about you instead of your first impression of them. It's because it's like me clarifying when you came across this person. I'm hearing like your guides say like, yeah, we have to give them a list of signs and synchronicities of it being this person, because otherwise you wouldn't believe it. And so it's like, before we can even get into how you're going to first perceive them, because I feel like you guys kind of already know how you perceive them, but it's like, I have to prove to you that the person that I'm talking about is your soulmate. It's so interesting. Oh my gosh, guys, on the bottom of the deck I have the Justice card, and I told you earlier that the Mediator card in regards to this person reminds me of them. It would not surprise me at all if they're a Libra, or an air sign especially, so they could be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. But it just feels like this person is someone who speaks truth. This is someone who is not afraid to be blunt and honest in public, on camera. Like, you wanted to say something online. But in regards to you with it, it's like, when you first came across this person, you were at a very all-time low. And I really wonder if this person's content, if it's not just something about speaking truth, but also about, I'm hearing like a life coach, a manifestation thing, them talking about their hard times and how they've worked to make it better, and how are at this point where they're like, I'm hearing about to hit their big break. It's like you watching their journey, and it's mirroring yours, is helping you have faith that your future is going to be better. I kind of wonder if this person for you guys comes from a very similar background as you, and not in the same way of culture. I feel like you guys are from different cultures, but it's like you guys share very similar patterns. Like, maybe you guys both didn't have very many friends growing up, or maybe you guys both, I'm hearing you guys, neither of you dated a bunch. Like, you guys just don't date much. You kind of stick to your own thing. Even if there are like a few significant connections, I don't feel like you guys are a serial dater. Like, you're not gonna go just do dates for fun. I feel like this group's more introverted and a lot more reflective. Granted, it's general, so maybe some of you have a side to you that likes to go enjoy some company. But I feel like with the Three of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, this is someone who mirrors your wounds, mirrors your shadows, mirrors the hard times you've gone through, which has only connected you to them more as you watch their stuff. I just keep wanting to say that over and over, even if it sounds like a broken record. Your guys just really want to emphasize that you watch this person's stuff. I don't know if this group like doesn't like accepting that. I don't know. It is a really odd thing, I suppose, because you'd probably feel very parasocial and like weirded out by yourself in sometimes. So I feel like that's where the Vampire card comes in, because it is really odd to think about, like, your soulmate is someone you watch. Well, I don't know, maybe there's like a leg up on that though. Like, you get to understand their mind, and they're helping you grow even if you haven't met them yet, which is very, very cool. I'm going to pull 2 more of these cards and a couple oracle cards to get what your first impression is of them. I feel like so far we've just gotten that this person's like a big speaker, this person speaks their truth, that we know that you get information on this person not from talking to them specifically. Okay, we've got the Knight of Coins. I feel like this person, when you first came across them, I keep wanting to like word it differently, because your guys are like, no, you need to word it in a way that they trust that it's this person. Because you guys like have an inkling, but you don't want to trust your gut for whatever reason. I guess it is a really odd situation, but with the Knight of Coins, I feel like this is somebody, when you first came across them, this is somebody who takes a leap of faith. This is someone who puts all their eggs in one court because they have faith that they're going to make themselves become something great. The other card we got is the Ten of Pentacles, so it's like this person may start as the Knight of Pentacles. They may be inexperienced, they may have some trials and tribulations along the way on their journey, but it's like in the end they're going to be successful. In the end they're going to get what they want, and I feel like you guys admire that heavily about this person in the beginning. Like, you admire, I'm hearing their tenacity, their will to keep going and keep doing better, even if I'm hearing like the universe treats you so unlucky. I feel like this person just has a really positive mindset, like, oh, this didn't work, so I'm gonna try this instead. Oh, this wasn't working this time, I'm gonna try this instead. Oh, this did work, but this part didn't work very well, so I'm gonna tweak this. They're very positive about it all. I also feel like this is kind of 2 sides of your perception of them when you first meet them. With the Knight of Coins, I feel like when you first came across their content, they may not have been rich or wealthy. I don't know if they talk about this. I feel like for some reason you know their financial situation. And I love it even more because, you know, he's on a white horse, and I feel like in a lot of the movies it's like, oh, like, when's my white knight gonna come save me? But like, he's the knight saving himself and making something of himself. I keep wanting to say he, so maybe for majority of you it is a like male or masculine figure. But with the Ten of Pentacles, I feel like when you actually meet, he will have achieved, oh my god, see, I'm saying it again, they will have achieved their success. So it's like you've seen them in all aspects of their life. It's very, very fascinating because it's like you're watching them from a bird's eye view in a way. I don't feel like this person will take it as creepy. I'm like hearing you, like, your higher self be like, yeah, like, this is so creepy, like, why is this a thing? But I feel like it's gonna be a very unique connection, but I don't think like it'll be creepy because I feel like this person is rather spiritual with connections, especially like they're holding out for the right person, and so it's like they're not gonna find it that odd that like you knew of them before you met, because it's kind of like how it is, like if you're doing something online, like someone might come across your page and like be familiar to you, you know what I mean? Like you never know what people are feeling when they watch your stuff, and I think this person recognizes like that when they put their content out. I'm going to pull a few of these oracle cards to see if there's any other information about your first impression of them. Oh my gosh, I had 3 fall on the ground. Yes, so like I said previously, this person is someone who holds a lot of knowledge, someone who's sharing a lot online. I know I keep sounding repetitive, but actually I'll put them here. But with, this could be like an animal totem as well. You could be seeing an owl around the time that you actually meet this person, or you could be seeing an owl as signs of this person, but like you're on the right path and stuff. Because I do feel like their higher self guides you a lot, but I feel like whatever this person is talking about in their content, they are very, very knowledgeable in that subject. They're somebody who a lot of people would turn to for help in this subject. This is somebody who is admired for the way they speak, and I'm hearing how grounded they are and how humble they are with the knowledge they do possess. Guys, we literally got the voice, as I was saying earlier over and over, that this person has a speaking role of some sort. I wonder if they're actually like a singer. I don't know. For most of you, I feel like this is someone who does content. It doesn't feel as much like an artistic thing, but for maybe a few of you it is. But I feel like it could be some of you could have singers. We have balance, which is it's so funny because I was saying earlier I kept seeing the Justice card, and then we got it on the bottom of the deck, and then we got the Mediator. So since this is your first impression of them, I feel like this person is someone that you notice, like, while they may have very differing habits, they're very balanced in both of them. Like, if they are in a spiritual niche, it's like they're very in the clouds, but they're also very grounded. Like, they do balance both things in their life. With the voice as well, they could have a very unique voice to you. They could even have an accent of some sort that like isn't the norm from where you're from. Balance is so interesting. I'm hearing that their features are very symmetrical. Like, you like to just kind of stare at them because they're very, your guides are saying like they're like artwork in a way. They're very unique, and you just like to admire how put together they seem. I feel like their outfits would seem very, not proper, but it's like they always look put together, even if they're in something casual, like athleisure or something. They always look really good and put together. I'm going to pull a few of these message cards on your first impression of them before we get into initials and physical appearance and all of that above. What is group number 1's first impression of their person? What is group number 1's first impression of their person? Thank you. Oh, thank you. The first card we have is I can't commit to you. Yeah, you guys definitely feel like this person is unattainable. And perhaps that's also why I'm here today to confirm this person for you, is because you kind of put this person on a pedestal as if you can't be with them And I'm hearing because of what this person does. Like, whatever your soulmate does for work, you feel like you cannot be with them. But I don't think that's true. I think that's something that you're gonna have to work through before you meet this person. We have I get lost in your eyes. Like I said, you love to stare at this person. I feel like this person, I'm hearing, is very mesmerizing to you. This person is someone you'll find very attractive. It wouldn't surprise me if they had some Scorpio in their chart, especially like a Mars and Scorpio, or some heavy Pluto placements, or even Neptune, honestly. I feel like this person is somebody whose eyes speak volumes. Like, if they're upset about something, you're going to be able to see it first in their eyes and in their voice. Even if they're good at showing, or even if they're good at keeping a cool face, their eyes and their voice give themselves away. Yeah, we have you deserve better than me. So there's definitely some sort of wound that you guys are working out before you're going to meet this person. Because I don't feel like when I channel your guys' energy, it doesn't feel like, oh, like this person's up here and you're down here. You guys do feel very level, but it's a matter of the 3D perception, right? I think you guys will be needing to work through that before you guys meet in the physical. And then the last card we have is you make me feel things. So yes, I definitely feel like you already know who this person is, and they feel very familiar to you, and I'm hearing they strike something in you. Like, I feel like when someone says they like get hit by a lightning strike, I feel like that was you guys when you saw this person, because it was so odd for you. Like, this connection was unlike anything you've sensed before, and I'm hearing it just like weirds you out, like it scares you in a way. I'm going to roll my zodiac dice to see what zodiacs this person may have. We have Virgo. I might just kind of, since it's so dark in here, I might just tell you and roll it. Virgo. We have Scorpio. We have Scorpio again. Oh my gosh, we have a Scorpio for the 3rd time. You guys are shitting me. One more, please. Okay, and we have Leo, so they could be one of those. I'm also going to roll the, oh, I'm going to drop it, planetary dice to see if, like, what their big placements could be or what they could have in their first house. This group number 1s. We have Pluto. We have Mars, which is funny because I said they could have strong Pluto placements. We have Pluto again. One more, please. And we have Jupiter. I'm going to pull paper slips now, and then after I do the paper slips, we're going to get into the how you'll be meeting them. Of course, that'll be general, so it'll be different for all of you, but also how you'll recognize them. I want to do that at the end because I feel like those are things that will be most beneficial for you to remember the most, and I'm thinking if we do it at the end, it'll be easiest to remember. So, what is group number 1's first impression of their person? Oh, I might need to shuffle this off camera because they're falling everywhere. Okay, the first card we have is Ambitious, which is funny because I was literally talking about that earlier. We have Afraid of Vulnerability, which is what I think you guys feel in regards to this person. We have Piercings, so this person could have identifiable piercings. We have Unexpected Timing. Yes, I feel like your guys' guides are definitely going to surprise you whenever you meet this person, because since you do know who this is and stuff, they're not going to be very forthcoming with info on the when. We have Business Partner, which is, I find that one really intriguing because I mentioned earlier, you guys could be having very similar life paths and very similar careers, so you guys could end up being business partners down the line. We have Tattoos, so they could have significant tattoos. We have Analytical, and I do think definitely that this person is analytical. We have Public Relationships, so like I said, this person could be somebody who is online, and so if you guys got together, it would be someone who other people know. We have Guarded Heart, and I feel like this is both of you in this case. I feel like you guys mirror each other in the sense that you guys don't date around, you guys kind of hold out for your person, and I feel like you've both been doing that. We have playful. So underneath their analytical brains, they do have some fun. I feel like this person's very charming when they want to be as well. Like this person, I'm hearing, they use such weird phrases. What is it, like they knock your socks off? I haven't heard that phrase in like years. It's so funny that they mentioned that. We have marriage potential, which is cute that it's going on 10 of Pentacles. And the last one we have is loyal, which does not surprise me because Scorpio came out literally so many times. This week I actually am going to be using, this thing is it's kind of massive, but it's this giant, like, I don't know what this is called. But I have paper slips and this too, and it's really random. Like these are from ages ago that I made. There's months, there's initials, there's, I don't even know what else, like zodiacs. So I'm gonna pull some of these as well, and I'm gonna do it off camera because it's very messy. Alrighty, the first paper slip we have is the number 11. This is kind of like all bent up in there. We have active, so this person could be rather fit and they work out a lot. We have Venus, so there could be something significant about this person's Venus placement and your Venus placement. I also feel like this person is just very naturally attractive and charming. We have eyebrow piercing, which is interesting because I said this person could have a significant piercing. I'll set that on top. We have pure, which I put in this, whatever that thing's called, the vase thing, as like a pure heart, a pure of heart person who does things with really honorable intentions. We have tattoos again, so this person could definitely have tattoos. That's so funny. We have the letter C. I don't know if you guys can see. C, and I don't know if you can see that. Oh, that's so corny. I'll set it over here. We have tomboy, which is so bent as well. Which is funny because I was saying this person gives off masculine energy. So for some of you, it could be that they're just a tomboy. Like, not that they're literally a man, but they just are more masculine. We have open up. So this one pairs up really well with guarded heart. This person may need some time to open up. We have flirt. I was telling you, this person is very charming. Even if they have a more serious side, I feel like with you guys, they'll be very charming and flirty when you guys meet. We have number 5. We have familiar. Like I said, this person is someone who would have felt very familiar to you when you first meet them. Like you've known them before. And I even said earlier that you guys could have had a past life with them. Actually, maybe you guys, I'm thinking now. I did a past life reading. I'm also going to put that in the description because for some of you, there might be a pile that's beneficial for you. I also just saw 111 on the clock, so we have the initial L, which I'll put those together. We have quiet. We have we have no. So if you guys had like a question coming into this, the answer is no. We have younger. So you guys could be younger than them by a little bit, or perhaps they are younger than you by a little bit. I'm not feeling like it's a massive age gap though. We have green eyes. It's funny that for you guys, not much physical appearance came out. Oh, now we have old, so maybe there is an age gap for some of you. I don't feel like it's massive though. Maybe to you guys it's massive. Because I personally don't think like 7 to 8 years, anything under 10 years in my head isn't that big, especially when you become an adult, because it's like, well, we're all adults now. With the number 17. And then we have cute. So you're gonna find this person really cute. We have the card soon, which I find interesting because I was saying I don't feel like it's soon, but perhaps for some of you, I'm hearing that there could be a false meeting of sorts. It's like you could run across this person in public, but it's like you'd meet briefly and it wouldn't be like the meeting, but you would meet, like, I feel like kind of that pairs with unexpected timing, but it's like you'd meet briefly before your actual meeting. And I feel like during this brief meeting you wouldn't really talk or anything, but it's like you encounter each other before you officially meet. We have red, so red could be a significant color, or it could be your guys' root chakra, because as we know, you guys are working through some limiting beliefs with self-worth, which is tied to the root. And I think it's also your solar plexus too. And then the final one we have is soulmate. So I feel like it's just a confirmation that this person is your soulmate. As I said before, we're going to be pulling what your first meeting is, and then I'm going to pull 2 cards off to the side on how you're going to recognize them. What is their first meeting with their soulmate? Oh my. Well, there. Okay, as you guys saw, those paper slips went everywhere. So I'm just going to try to set the cards on top, and we're going to ignore the mess together. So the first card we have is the 4 of Wands. And then we have the 7 of Swords. And then we have the 7 of Wands. So I feel like with your guys' first meeting, it actually could be somewhere nearby your hometown, which I know earlier I said that wasn't going to be a thing, but now that they're talking about a false meeting, I feel like that could be something that is in your hometown, but also it could be in a place, like if you travel somewhere, it could be in a place where you really feel at home. I just feel like you'd feel very safe and very thrown off course by the fact that this person's even there. I feel like it's just like a really weird, like bewildering situation. But with the 7 of Swords and the 7 of Wands, when this person is there, your guys' fight or flight response is going to kick into overdrive. I feel like y'all will be acting like you did not see this person whatsoever. I do not think you guys are necessarily going to interact at all. I feel like this is literally you guys, like you're swatting this person off as if they're gonna like do something to you. And it's so funny because it's like this person's just probably curious. Like I kind of feel like this person's just looking over like, oh, like they seem familiar, and you're like, no, like you're swatting them away like a damn fly. And I think it's especially because you were like enjoying yourself, you're like having a chill time, and then you spot this person, you're like, oh hell no, we're not meeting right now. So I feel like part of the reason that you're not going to personally interact with this person is because you don't want it, like you don't want to deal with that. You're just not ready for it yet. And it's interesting we have a lot of red in these cards because I was just saying like you're working through your root chakra and healing that before this person comes in. I feel like when you guys are more established in whatever your path is, if it's a career, if it's hearing like your hobbies, your purpose, when you guys are more established in it, I think your root chakra will really heal, and you'll feel more grounded for when this person comes in, and you'll feel more ready because you feel more secure in yourself. The 2 cards we got for how you're going to recognize this person is the 3 of Pentacles, which is very interesting, and the Queen of Swords. Interesting. I honestly feel like with the 3 of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords, you guys, like I said earlier, could have a mutual friend who also knows this person. Like you guys both watch the content or whatever the hell it is, and it's like this person that you're with, I feel like one of the people will like be like, oh my gosh, is that so-and-so? And you'll like look over, because I feel like with the Queen of Swords here, this is you guys currently. You guys are more cutting, more stern about your boundaries. I'm hearing you're not as forgiving with letting people in right now, which is okay because there's a time and place in your guys' journey, and right now you're just on the one where you don't want to let people in. But with the 3 of Pentacles here, it's like somebody that you're with. Actually, hold on, I'm hearing 2 different scenarios. So for some of you, you're with someone else, like say it's your friend, and they spot this person and are like, oh my gosh, did you see so-and-so? And then for others of you, I'm hearing that this person is with people and it's kind of loud, so it like draws your attention over there and you notice it that way. Either way, you clock it and you don't want anything to do with it. It's so funny. You guys are so funny. It's like, you're like, no, we're not doing this today. I was here for a good time. Yes, I'm very intrigued by this person, but I don't want to deal with them right now. Like, they're gonna have to wait however long until our next meeting because I don't want this right now. It's really funny. You guys are so against it and so like, hell no. I feel like for some of you, you could be meeting in a coffee shop. Like, this first false meeting could be in a coffee shop. For others of you, I'm seeing like a restaurant of some sort. It feels like a place that's like not empty, like it's not barren inside, in the sense that like there are people there. There's not just you inside this building, but it doesn't feel insanely busy where you couldn't find this person in a crowd, you know what I mean? It's interesting because they're not showing me like your actual meeting at all. They're just showing me your false meeting is what I'll call it. So I guess that's all they want to show for that right now. I actually think that's it for you, group number 1. So I hope this reading resonated. If it did, please feel free to like or subscribe. I would love to also hear if this resonated in the comment section. I love hearing from you guys and what you guys like, what resonated and what didn't. I do want to mention that I'm doing a part 3 to this reading, and hopefully in that one I can like dig into it more because it's more of a like wrap-up reading, a full circle of everything soulmate reading versus specifically you versus them. So maybe we'll get more information on your guys' full meeting then. I'm very curious, but it feels like the false meeting is what matters for you guys to know most right now. But I want to thank your guides and my guides as well as you guys for being here today, and until next time, group number 1. Hi, group number 2. You guys had the purple peep. I'm gonna set it over here, and we're going to be starting off with archetype cards again like we did last time. And yeah, so we're gonna use 3 of these for the overall what your first impression is, and then 1 of these, maybe 2 if 2 come out, of the more pungent specific first impression of them. So like, these are more additional clarifiers and the other one will be the main one. Group number 2's angels, guides, and ancestors that serve their highest good. What is group number 2's first impression of their soulmate? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh. So the first card you guys got, oh wow, is the Child Eternal. Determination to remain young in body, mind, and spirit. Ability to see things with fresh eyes. And I said wow because we also have the Child Divine. Innocence, purity, and redemption suggest a special connection with the divine. And they're both like brown in color, which is interesting. And then we have Femme Fatale. Highlights the erotic energy of the feminine, opens your heart when your dependency is rejected. I'm honestly feeling through this group number 2 that this group has a very feminine soulmate. Like, it wouldn't surprise me at all, group number 2, if you guys were the divine masculine in the relationship and this was the divine feminine. Granted, it could just be that this person's very energetically androgynous, but right now I feel like this person is very, it's feminine, but it's very, very, very multifaceted. Group number 2's first impression of their soulmate. Ooh, we have the Mystic, which is literally what I call you guys on this channel. You guys are my mystics. Mystic. So we're gonna pull from the guidebook and read that in a second, but I'm gonna start off with the other archetype cards. This is a kind of a very specific message, but for some of you, I feel like your guys's, I want to say future spouse, not just soulmate, but your partner is going to be a storybook writer. And I'm hearing for some of you it's specifically children's storybooks, which is like why this is coming out. Like, they're so in touch with their inner child and it's so easy for them to just tap into that and warm everybody else up in the room. something I find very fascinating is I don't feel like your guys' future, see, I'm gonna say it, future spouse. I was supposed to be soulmate, but like, it's like, you guys are like, yeah, you're marrying this person, like, accept that now. With the child eternal and the child divine, I feel like this is somebody who, I don't feel like they're very extroverted. You know, the type of people who are in a room and everybody turns towards them because their sun energy is so loud and addictive and brightening, like it just brightens a room. This person is a very soft version of that. It's like they're the warmth that comes from a fireplace in a cold evening. They're the blaze of a torch in a dim castle. It's like they're not exuberantly loud. They're very soft. They're very good at being in their own body in the sense that like they don't feel the need to be loud. And I feel like this person does have a very soft voice. I don't feel like this person is somebody who's very extroverted in the typical sense. I don't feel like this person is somebody who would go up to a bunch of people and share all of their life story. I feel like they kind of stick to themselves and people watch in public, but it's like because they're so pure of heart, people draw to them. It's like I see their heart when I'm reading them energetically, and it's literally like a little sun in their chest. It's like a little mini star glowing within them. But the thing I love about this, you guys is, I want to say future spouse again, your guys' partner, or soulmate, I don't know why I can't just say soulmate with this group, is so multifaceted. This person is like, yes, they may do something rather pure, rather, I'm hearing very light healing, and I don't mean that in the way that, like, if they're a healer of some sort or a tarot reader, I'm hearing they could do something untraditional like that. Like, they could be an energy healer specifically. That's a big one. I feel like for a lot of people in this group, they do something in energy healing, whether it's their own modality, whether it's Reiki, whether it's a massage therapist, a hypnotherapist. They do something with healing the body. They could be, is it spinal flow technique? There's like a different type of like energy moving stuff. I don't know what to call it. But they do something unique in that way. But I was saying, like, while they do feel light, they are full of depth when they work on that. It just doesn't feel heavy with them because they have a way to transmute that heaviness into something very light and freeing. But with the femme fatale here, despite them being very energetically light and childlike, and I feel like I want to be very specific to say, like, if they don't come off immature, it's just like this person draws out people's inner selves because they're so authentic with their own selves. However, with the femme fatale here, it's like at the same time they have this duality where they are so, I'm hearing pungently erotic, which I don't know if I feel like erotic's allowed to be said on YouTube, but oh, that's so weird. Your guys are so interesting when they're explaining it. It's like while they pull out people's true selves and can heal people's inner childs, at the same time they spark sexual desire in like everybody. And I think it's because they're not intending to do that. You know those people where like you go out and you're like, yeah, you know what they're going out to do. Like, it's obvious that they're trying to get some tonight. I feel like this person never has that intention because I don't feel like this is someone who really does hookup culture. I don't feel like this is somebody who it's really cute. Guys' guides are so random with the messages. They like throw out all this stuff at once because they get so excited. I feel like this person just kind of goes out to like enjoy the experience. It feels very lighthearted, and I know I keep using the word light or synonyms to do with that, like a feather or something, but it's like this person walks on air. I feel like this person's aura is so healthy, and that's why I feel like they do something in the spiritual field, because it's like not only do they help other people, but they're very good at keeping themselves in a high vibration. It would not surprise me at all if this person wore a lot of I'm hearing crystal jewelry. I'm hearing copper for some of them, like they wear a lot of copper, or they have Shanghai on the back of their phone. It's very specific little quirks about them that are very unique, and it like draws people in because people are, you know, naturally curious. And since this person's aura is so inviting, it's like they have all these little cool facts about themselves that people just want to know. Alrighty, so argument number 2, I had to go deal with some stuff for a second, but I am back now. So I might be like a little off track with what I'm talking about, like, because I don't remember what I was talking about previously. I think I left off with the femme fatale. I remember saying that this person naturally attracts people sexually without meaning to. This person is just very pure in essence, and I don't mean that in like a weird virginal way. It's like this person is just, like I said earlier, very authentic, that they make everyone else so comfortable that it naturally like sparks desire in other people. It's very cool, honestly. Like, it's a very healing energy to anybody that this person interacts with. I feel like, honestly, when you guys are with this person, that you're gonna be a little possessive and territorial over making sure that like people aren't taking advantage of this person, people aren't like crossing boundaries with this person because they're so comfortable with them. It's very interesting. I think this person is very cutting though, if they need to be. Like I said, like, I don't think this child, eternal and divine, is a front, but I do think that this person, like, people don't see this person's darker side in a way. They don't see their shadow side, and they don't see their defenses. However, I feel like this person, I know I mentioned it earlier, they could be in some type of spirituality thing. I feel like they have protection on themselves. Like, they wear something for protection. They could even have a tattoo that symbolizes some sort of protection, kind of like how there's a tattoo in this. Or like wearing black to absorb other people's negative energy sent their way. They have really interesting ways of protecting themselves energetically, and they're very well versed in that as well, I want to say. So we have the Mystic, and I'm going to finally read that from the deck. It's interesting because I think, I could be wrong, but the eye looks kind of green, does it not? So perhaps this person has green eyes. Also, this is crazy. So you know how I said earlier, it feels like this person's heart is a sun or a star, and the butterfly literally has like a glowing ball in the center of it, exactly how I was picturing. So that's literally what I was picturing earlier when I was saying they have a sun or a star in the center of their chest. Alrighty, the Mystic. The Mystic is often misunderstood in our culture, depicted as a wandering and light-hearted daydreamer. Of course we're starting out with this. Yet like Shiva, the true Mystic plays a critical role in society, remaining fearlessly dedicated to the path of transformation. In order to save the earth from darkness, Shiva swallows the poison of the world and holds it in his throat, slowly transmuting the liquid into nectar. This is the work of the Mystic. They do not fear darkness, but rather sit in the presence of it, harness the potential and latent energy behind it, and embed it with light. They are patient and prudent change makers, seeking growth above all else. Unanswerable questions are the Mystic's lifeblood. The Mystic revels in mystery, in the great riddle of life, dancing with the forces of light and dark upon its wings. That is so lovely, and I love so much that it started out with, the Mystic is often misunderstood in our culture, depicted as a wandering or light-hearted daydreamer. Literally, as we've been talking about with this person, like, that's how people first perceive them. But the most fascinating part to me is people perceive them as this. But you guys also see this. You see their darkness instantly. And since I said earlier, this card is like the most whole representation of how you'll first perceive them, you see their core instantly. You see their duality instantly. Unlike everybody else. I feel like this is how they come across to everybody else, but you see them for what they truly are, which is so, so beautiful. I'm going to pull a few tarot cards on what your first impression of them is. What the heck? We have these cards together, which is interesting, so I'll keep them together. We have the Four of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Pentacles. We have a lot of earth present. And we have the Nine of Cups. I'm going to move this card up. Something I find very interesting with these two cards, with the Four of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, it kind of feels like this is also a representation of how this person comes across to most. I feel like this person, I don't want to say they play a different role for others because I don't feel like they do, but I feel like people perceive them in different lights depending on what they have healed within themselves, which is true for everyone, right? But with this person, it feels very exaggerated. It feels like this person, people might think like, oh, this person is just like me because they don't have much going for them. They're still working on stuff. They're not completely satisfied with everything in their life. But it's like this person's actually the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Coins. This person's actually very abundant and very, I'm hearing very regal, very grounded, very, I'm hearing abundant in all ways. Like this person is not the Four of Pentacles, but people perceive them as it for whatever reason. It's like they just don't see them clearly. But you guys do. You like see both sides the first time you see this person. It's very, very cool. With the Queen of Coins, they could be an earth sign, so they could be Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. I get a lot of Taurus energy. It wouldn't surprise me if this person's Lilith sign was actually in Taurus. It's like, whatever their Lilith is, even if it's not Taurus, this person has healed it and they embody it daily. This person is such a femme fatale figure, no matter what their gender is. Even if they're not a female, it's like they're so, I want to say like pungently sexual, but I don't even mean that in like a weird way. Like I know that sounds so odd, pungently sexual, but it's like they just like stir up emotions in everybody. It's so cool. I don't know. I think it's really, really fun. With the Seven of Coins, I feel like this person is in the process of becoming, and I know I said earlier they're the Queen of Coins and people perceive them as the Four of Coins, because the Four of Coins is also like you're not satisfied with certain things. Like things aren't really, like you feel like you have to hold on to your savings, you feel like you have to kind of like hold back from spending, but it's like this person isn't that. And so while they may not be completely where they want to be with their career, like they may not be as financially well off as they want to be, I feel like this person is on the precipice of becoming that when you meet them. I like those more earth signs. It's like they're very comfortable in it though. Like even if they're still working towards it, they're very comfortable with the fact that they haven't earned everything that they want to in physical reality because they have faith that they will. With the Nine of Cups here, this person is your wish fulfillment. I feel like this person is the epitome of your type energetically. This person may look a little bit different than what you expect or what you're used to. I don't think you won't be attracted to them though. Like this person is a magnet for people, but it's a soft magnet. I don't know why I keep feeling the need to clarify that, but it's like this person is so genuine and so gentle, and their energy isn't like, you know, like a Leo. Like a Leo walks into the room and everybody's looking at a Leo. This person isn't that in your face and pungent, which is not to say that a Leo's bad, but it's like this person's energy just is not that, but it still draws people in. And I kind of really like this depiction as well when I was saying it reminds me of their heart being a sun, but it's also like they aren't like burning fire throughout their whole body. It's something internal, and it's something that like people notice it, but it's not as bright and flashy, right, as like a giant fiery butterfly. There's like a little flame, but it's not its whole body, and it's like people can still sense it even if it's not the biggest thing in the room. With the Nine of Cups, I would not be surprised if you guys have actually witnessed information about this person or had dreams of this person. I feel like it's more of a meditation thing, but you guys could have received information on this person through meditating and like seeing visions of your life with this person. It just feels like you kind of already have some information on how this person looks or how they, I'm hearing what their name is. That's a really random thing. You might have like their initials or something already, and I'm just here to confirm what you already know. Very interesting. I'm going to pull a few of these oracle cards for first impression editions. Oh my gosh. Oh goodness. So many, but okay, we will go with it. I'm gonna keep the ones together that come out together because I feel like this person's energy tells a story. It's very interesting. Like I said earlier, they could be an author of some sort, but like literally their energy is very good at telling tales. With, oh, this is so fun. I love this group so much. It's just so entertaining. This person is manifesting you. Like right now, like it would not surprise me if that's part of like the thing that hasn't come in yet. When I was saying earlier, like their future right now or their current financial situation as well as physical predicament, I'll call it. I don't know what to call it right now. Their physical standings may not be what they want, but it's because their manifestation of you has not come in yet. I know I said earlier that this person is most likely the divine feminine in the situation. Sorry, group number 2. I know I keep having camera problems with this group. I don't know why, but I just fixed my battery, so we're back. But I definitely feel like you're the divine masculine and then they're the divine feminine, because this is the father card, and I don't feel like it's literally a father energy. It just feels like they are manifesting the masculine counterpart to them. So interesting. I'm even hearing with like the 4 of coins with the father card like aligning with it. It's like because you're not in their life yet and because like they're not off the market, that's another reason why people keep approaching them. And it's like this person in a way, like I told you, they're not very social in a typical, like they want to go meet everybody. And so it's like they want you there because they're like so done with dealing with people, which is so funny. But we have the potential card, which the bull just makes me think of Taurus again. And we have a sun again, which is funny. Potential. Yes, this person's potential is literally limitless. I also got the direction card. I feel like when you meet this person, this soulmate of yours will be really intently focused on their career path, on their life purpose. I think those are very intertwined for this person. They're definitely in their soul's alignment. This person is like, did I say potential earlier? Potential. It literally says perseverance. It's not the same at all. But they have so much potential. I keep thinking about that with this person. Like this person's limit is their own mind. And that's it. But I feel like when you guys meet this person, they've worked through a lot of their limiting beliefs in their head, so it's not like that's something to concern themselves with at all. I feel like when you meet this person, you'll be very in awe of how much they've persevered with their own career. Because I feel like with whatever they work in, it is something unique, and so it might have not taken off very soon after they've been working on it, and so you're going to admire how much hard work they've put into this thing, because I feel like whatever their project is, if it's a book, if it's I'm hearing a series, which is interesting, but you're going to admire the tenacity they had with consistent work towards this project. I feel like a lot of these people are authors. I don't know why. We have a pair of cards again, and it's home and kindreds. So this person will feel like you're home when you meet. This person will feel very familiar to you. I don't honestly feel as much past life spark like I did with some of the other groups, but it's like this person feels like someone you would meet in your soul family. And I feel like the reason it doesn't feel as past life heavy, even if you did previously have a life with this person, is because there wasn't a lot of baggage that has carried over into this life. It's not like you guys have a lot of healing to make up for or anything of the sort. It doesn't feel like it's karmic in that way. It just feels very light and like, oh, you're finally here. Like, I've been looking for you. Like, where have you been? It's time to finally get to live our life together. It feels very almost nonchalant because you're like, oh, finally you're here. We can finally do this, this, and this. I wanted to do this, this, and this with you. Because I feel like this is this person. Like, they have plans they have to do with their soulmate. Like I was saying, this person isn't really going out to date. They're just waiting for their person to show up so they can do stuff with them. It's very cute. I'm going to pull some message cards for your first impression on them, and then we're going to get into paper slips. What is group number 1's, or group number 1, interesting, Freudian slip. What is group number 2's first impression of their soulmate? Thank you. So we have, oh my gosh, will you marry me? So yes, when you meet this person, I feel like you guys will, I don't want to say you'll elope quickly, I'm hearing that, but, so it could be true for some of you, but I feel like this is just like a confirmation that when you meet this person, you're instantly like, oh yes, this is the person I've been waiting for. I feel like this group, you guys have both been single for a very long time. And I don't feel like you guys are someone who like doesn't date as much as this person. It could be both of you, but I feel like this person like really doesn't date much at all before you meet them. Like they've been waiting for you. Whereas I feel like for you guys, it could be different for each of you guys. But you will know that this is like your person, the person you want to end up with, marry, whatever. You'll know that very, very soon after you see them. We have I come alive with you. I feel like that speaks for itself. It's perfect. And we have I want you. Like you guys will know instantly. I feel like I just need to emphasize that more and more. You know instantly that you want this person and this is your person. There's no doubt in your mind about that. Alright, we're going to pull some of my paper slips for physical appearance. There's like traits and stuff all in here, but I'm going to pull it off camera. And I have these, and I also have a different pot of them. We're going to start with these first, and then we'll get into your last tarot cards afterwards. Alrighty, we are starting off with a good one. We're starting off with grounded. Like I was saying, they definitely could be an earth sign because they feel very, very earthy. I was just mentioning how you guys could have this, but if it wasn't going to be a heavy one. And we have the past life card. I love that. We have dark skin, so they could have dark skin. We have brown hair. Oh, maybe. So they could have brown hair. We have adventurous, which I definitely think this person is. We have dimples, so they could have noticeable dimples. We have green eyes. We have self-sabotages, which could be something this person is working through or something that they've already accomplished, healing before you arrive. We have night owl. Yeah, it's interesting. I was saying before you arrive, I feel like this person's just like impending you. Like, it's like, feels like the roles are flipped. Like this person would be watching readings for you. It's very interesting. We have wears glasses. We have thin build. We have love at first sight, which like I was saying, you guys will know instantly. We have tan skin, so they could have tan skin. We have intense stare, which I feel like this person does have. And we have deep laugh. Cute. I'm going to pull some of the slips from this giant thing. I don't know what this thing's called, but it has zodiacs in it, months, traits, initials, etc. So I'm going to pull some of those off camera too. Guys, we have night owl again. So this person's definitely someone who stays up at night. They could have like a backward sleep schedule is what I'm hearing. We have bunny. We have the initial J. We have the number 77, so you guys could be seeing that before you guys meet. We have eyebrow piercing. So they could have one of those. We have no. And I kind of feel like with this coming out, some of you may have come into this reading asking if a certain person was your soulmate, and I feel like the answer is no, and that this is somebody new. I don't feel like this is somebody you guys currently know already. It's somebody different. Guys, we have future spouse, and I was saying earlier that I kept wanting to say that in regards to this group, and it's like this coming out is even funnier to me. We have number 17, so we have more 7s coming out. We have flirt, which I think this person will be with you. I don't feel like they're usually a flirt, which is interesting. We have open up, so it may take a second for this person to open up. We have the number 3. These could be dates too, like 13 or 13. Maybe that's significant to some of you, but 3 or 17. We have Aries. We have the initials P. And we also have E. Oh, we also have the initial I. I was saying this earlier, but it says new person, so it definitely is a new person for you guys. We have the number 4. There's lots of numbers coming out for you guys, so I wonder if you guys see a lot of repeating numbers before this person comes in. We have familiar, so this person will definitely feel very familiar to you. It's funny how I get repeating ones from group 1 because there's so many slips in there, and yet I'm getting repetitions. We have cute, so you'll find this person very cute. Dude, I was talking about their duality earlier, and then we have hot. Like, that's literally this person. They're cute, but they're also hot. And then the last initial we have is M. That's the last thing I'm gonna do. Because I forgot earlier, I'm going to roll what their zodiac may be. What is group number 2's soulmate zodiac? We have Cancer. We have Taurus. Like I said earlier, definitely Taurus energy here. We have Aquarius, and I'll do one more. We have Aries, which literally landed on Aries. And I'm going to roll the planetary dice to see if there's any significant, like if any of you are into astrology, you can see if any of these planets are significant when you guys do meet, like synastry wise. We have, oh great, what is that one? I cannot see it. We have Uranus. We have Pluto. We have the moon. I'm hearing they may have their moon in their 10th house, and I'm also hearing they may have their Pluto in the 1st house. And one more. The moon again. I'll try to get a new one. And then we have Pluto again. Goodness gracious. And we have Venus. The last thing we'll be doing today is polling your first meeting as well as how you'll recognize them. I wanted to wait till after all of this because I feel like that's the biggest thing you guys can take away from this reading, because that's the thing you're gonna need to remember, right? So I'm gonna shuffle off camera because I learned from group number 1 that when I shuffle, these things go everywhere. So, one second. First meeting, we got the 6 of Pentacles. We have the 6 of Wands. See, repeating numbers again. And we have the 5 of Wands. Interesting. I feel like when you guys meet this person, I was gonna say future spouse again. Your future spouse, whatever, we'll go with it. Your soulmate is celebrating a win. They are out, I'm hearing, for drinks or something. I don't even feel like it has to be alcohol. Some of them don't drink, I feel like. So it could be like a coffee shop. It could be a tea house. Do you guys have tea houses near you? But it feels like they're out celebrating some work win, because I feel like even if this person isn't at where they want to be, they'll be very close to being at it when you guys meet. And I also feel like this person celebrates even the little wins. So when you guys are out, they're going to be talking with like whoever it is serving them like their drink. I don't know what it is. I just keep seeing drinks and like them laughing and celebrating. And I feel like they might be with a friend or two. But I feel like with the 6 of Pentacles here, they're conversing a lot with whomever is around them. And you'll kind of like overhear it and hear them yapping about their tales and like what they're celebrating. But it's very cute. It's like they're out having a good time because they just celebrated. With the 5 of Wands here, I feel like this is kind of your guys' perception. I feel like other people will be noticing your future spouse, your soulmate. It feels like a competitiveness energy. It's so funny because it's like you guys, I said earlier, might feel the need to protect this person, but it's like when you guys are first meeting, you feel the need to like stake your claim because you guys recognize them instantly. Like with the 6 of Wands, I also feel like from your perspective, it's like I'm hearing you clock them immediately. Like you spot them in the room like the second you walk in. I feel like this person's laughing when you come in, like something about their laugh. And it's funny, we got deep laugh earlier, because I feel like this person, like, you'll hear them laughing and it'll make you turn your head to go look at them. I honestly feel like it varies if the building will be busy for, like, either of you. Like, it doesn't feel like for all of you you're going to be in a very busy place. Like, it depends where you're getting the drink from. If it's a bar, if it's a coffee shop, a tea house. It doesn't even feel like food, it feels like drinks. This person could, like, really love a certain type of drink. And maybe even, like, boba for some of you. It's really funny. It's like, whatever their favorite drink is, that's what they want to go do after they're celebrating. It's cute. I'm gonna pull one more card. What is group number 2's? Guys, I said that and I got 2 more cards, so you guys just really want me to talk about it. It's funny too because we got the moon, which is literally Cancer, and we got the Cancer zodiac earlier. With the moon and chariot here, this is interesting. This person is just sitting there, like, enjoying their celebration, and like I said earlier, they're very soft energy. They're not projecting out a lot, even if they are talking to whoever is serving their drink, but it's like you notice them instantly and you want to approach them instantly. I feel like that's why I keep getting the, like, divine masculine feminine in this group, like you guys being the masculine, is because it feels like you guys are the ones to take charge and walk up to them. It feels like they're more like waiting for you to see them. Not that, I don't think they spot you at first though. I feel like you spot them and you walk over after, like, overhearing some things. But it feels like overall with this connection, before they've manifested you, it feels like they're just waiting for you to come in. They're not looking for you. Does that make sense? Like, it's like you guys are the ones who are initiating the connection, which is why I keep saying, like, you guys feel like the masculine and they feel like the feminine, even if you guys are different genders. It's very interesting. Some of you, it's definitely like a sapphic relationship. I felt that immediately with some of you, like I don't know, like the feminine energy between the two of you, like, together. I just felt that instantly. So that's definitely some of you. But it's interesting. You guys are definitely the ones approaching them though. And I don't feel like that's out of, like, character for you guys either. Usually when I do these readings, it's always like the girls being like, I don't want to approach them, but I feel like you guys take charge and you guys are like, well, yeah, I'm gonna go walk up to them. So how you guys will recognize them, we have Judgment and we have the 9 of Cups again. I don't know if I can get it because it's under all these cards. Maybe. I got this. Guys, just don't mind the mess. Let's bear with me here. The 9 of Cups is the same card. And like we said earlier, this person, you instantly realize and know that they are your wish fulfillment. This is somebody who, like, you've probably dreamed about them. And I want to say daydream. It doesn't feel like a nighttime thing. It feels like somebody that, I don't know, just is your wish fulfillment. It feels like somebody that they just tick all the boxes. I don't even know what else to say about that. Like, you just look at them and you're like, yeah, that's my person. Especially with Judgment card here, and it doesn't surprise me that Pluto came out twice earlier. Like, this person pulls at something very deep inside of you. This person feels very familiar and it feels very instinctual for you to go approach them. It's like you knew if you didn't approach this person. I'm talking in past tense, so maybe this is something that'll happen sooner than later, but it feels like, you know, like, if you didn't approach them, you'd heavily regret it. It feels fated in a way. Like, something about the timing of this feels fated to you. It feels like the stars are in alignment. It's very interesting. It wouldn't surprise me if, like, you know when people say to look at your Jupiter and, like, what transits are happening? It feels like there's something in your chart that, like, shows, like, this is literally gonna happen then. Like, if you guys are looking for timing, I highly suggest looking at your astrology chart, because your guides are saying, like, you could see when this is happening in your chart. I was trying to think if there's any specific physical appearance stuff besides what have come out with the little paper slips. For many of you, I feel like this person has long, dark hair. I'm honestly seeing more straight hair. Even if they have dark skin, I feel like they're wearing something, like, they're not showing their natural hair. It's interesting. I definitely feel like this person has very unique accessories. So for some of you, they could have a lot of piercings on their ears. I'm not even really seeing facial piercings. Maybe like a nose piercing, or like we got earlier, like an eyebrow piercing, but nothing like grand. I don't know, like, not anything that's like, oh, look at that, like, that's cool. it like kind of like flows with their features, if that makes sense. Like if they do have piercings or something unique about their appearance, it works for them. It like looks very cohesive with themselves. Yeah, I think that's it, group number 2. So I hope this reading resonated. If you guys enjoyed this, please feel free to like or subscribe. Also, I would love to hear from you guys in the comment section below, and if certain things lined up with what you imagined for yourself. I want to thank your guides and my guides for being here today, as well as you, and I will see you in your next reading. Hi, group number 3. You guys had the strawberry Pop-Tart Peep, which is so funny to me, I don't know why. I'm gonna set it over here. All the like sugar dust has been sitting in that little area over there. It's so funny. But today we're going to be starting off with archetype cards like we did last week. We're gonna pull 3 that are basically clarifiers, and then pull 1 from this archetype deck as the more overarching, the main way you will see this person. But yes, group number 3's angels, guides, and ancestors that serve their highest good. What is group number 3's first impression of their soulmate? One just fell on the floor. Oh my goodness. Is it a stack? Maybe I'll take more for you guys. Maybe there's a reason y'all are getting more than the other groups. You got 2 additional ones, which is fascinating. Interesting. I'm gonna put these all seem like pairings. Huh. Okay, so we've got the servant card. Delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. We have artist, expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the 5 senses, inspiring others to see life symbolically. We have queen, radiates the regal feminine, uses her benevolent authority to protect others. We have seeker, thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. And then last but not least, we have child magical, seeing the potential for the sacred beauty in all things, the belief that everything is possible. And then we'll pull one of these. And I'll read this from the guidebook later. We're going to get into this first, though. This is group number 3's first impression. Oh, it's on the floor. We have the prayer. I think it's an angel, too, in the depiction. Something that I find really fascinating about this group is that I don't feel like all of these cards for the for the archetype cards are you guys perceiving them, which that's what it's supposed to be. But hey, if your future, I want to say future spouse, if your person really wants to, you know, talk about you two again, even though we did this last week, I mean, why not, right? It's so interesting. So I feel like this is them, this is you mixed with them, and this is you and them, which we'll get into it. So we're gonna start off with the servant card and the artist card. With the servant card here, this person is definitely in the business of doing something creative. They could be a singer, they could be a painter, they could be a writer. Something that I'm hearing tugs at people's heartstrings. I feel like if this person isn't well known in their field yet, they will be someday, and they will be so utterly treasured in whatever it is they do. Like your person, your first impression of them is like, wow, people just love them for what they do. And I feel like for some reason that you guys might not even really know much about the field they're in. Like, it's not something that you necessarily are passionate about, if that makes sense. Like, it's not a field that you dive into often, but it's like when you do meet them and you like look into it more after you meet them, it's like, wow, this is such a fascinating thing. Like, so many people love this person and know this person and value them for whatever service they gift them. If it's art, if it's music, if it's a book of some sort. I'm even seeing clothing, which is really cool. Like, they might have their own brand, and they might be making jewelry or perfume or some type of product that benefits other people. But it's like whatever this person does, they are doing it for the goodness of other people. they're doing it with a pure and open heart. I feel like their craft is where you really see their heart on their sleeve, which I find very fascinating, because I don't feel like this is somebody who, like, you don't see all of them easily. And not just you, but I feel like even this person, their art, they might like be playing a role when they do their art and their heart is on their sleeve, but there's a lot of layers to this person, like whatever the public sees, because I feel like this person will be, even if it's not well known like globally, you know, worldwide, I feel like this person will be really well known in their niche someday. Interesting. I know I keep saying that, it's just very fascinating because it's like a lot of layers, and this person like wants to talk about you too, which I think is so endearing, because with the Queen card here, I'm going to move your one archetype card to the side. With the Queen card and the Secret card here, I feel like this is you guys to this person. This person has some mental image of what they imagine their future spouse to be. It's like they have this, I want to say energy. I feel like this person dreams of you. I feel like it's a faceless dream though. Like they can't see you in their dreams, but they can feel you in their dreams. So it's like they've been searching for this very specific type of energy, and it's honestly very, very, like, I want to say disheartening. I feel like this person is in a field where like they can travel a lot, they can explore a lot. I don't even want to say all of them are well off yet, like in this group, like it's general, so some of them are still working towards financial stability, but I feel like they do get to see a lot of different types of people, and yet it's like they keep looking into all these people and trying to find you, and it's like they just can't find it anywhere. And it's very sad to me in a way, which I know that's not the point of this reading, but it's sad because it's like, I feel like by the time you do meet, this person will be at least somewhat established in their career. If they're not well known, they will be pretty soon after you meet them, in whatever their field is. I keep wanting to clarify that, because it's not like this person has to be like globally renowned and everybody knows them and they're a household name, but it's like in their niche they're just very heavily treasured. I keep hearing that word, treasured, like a little gem. People just love it. They think they're a visionary. People think they're just so unique in their field, and they're such a rare, genuine person in their field. But it's like they still can't find you, even though they're in a field where a lot of people are there. They can't find you. I keep wanting to say that. It's like this person's been looking for you, and I don't even want to say this person hasn't tried dating. It wouldn't surprise me if they've had like maybe 1 or 2 significant relationships besides you, that have taught them things, as I hit the camera. But it wasn't what they were looking for. And maybe it seemed like it the first few weeks or months, but it's like, sorry, I keep holding this off camera, but it's like once this person got to know the other like person in the relationship, they just knew it wasn't what they wanted. And it's like I just feel this disappointment from them, because I don't know if this person's older. I don't want to say they're old, like I don't I know that sounds so funny or like mean, but I don't feel like you're gonna meet this person in your 60s. That's basically what I'm saying. Like, you could be that old and you're watching this video, but I don't feel like this group is like past like the point of establishing their career. That's why I say that, is because these people feel like they're still growing, they're still learning, they're still experiencing. When you meet, it wouldn't surprise me if they're like 30s. I don't want to say 40s. I feel like when this person gets to like mid-30s, they're already established. Like they're chilling, they're vibing, they have financial stability, they're satisfied with their life besides the fact that you're not in it. But it's like, I don't know why this is coming out for your first impression of them. But it's like there's disappointment. I don't know. It's so interesting. I kind of feel like the reason your guides are bringing up this now before we get into like your actual first impression of them, because obviously that's your first impression of them, is learning this about themselves, right? But with this, and this being something that they need to bring up, your person is someone who has a lot of layers. I know I mentioned that a second ago. I keep saying like the layers of the earth, which is really funny. I'm gonna put up a picture just because I find that comical. But it's like, whatever they portray themselves as in their craft is different from what you'll see. but it's also different from what you'll first see from them. Your first impression of them is going to be a layer, and then you get to know them more and you'll see another layer, and you'll get to know them more and you'll see another layer. And it's like, I feel like this person will, like, you'll mutually recognize each other, but something about this connection is very pungent. Something about this connection is very hard-hitting to every wound you have. This group feels like a twin flame, or if it's not a twin flame, it's like, this is a very karmically dense, but also potentially very, very healing. And I say potentially because, like, these readings are just a tool. So, like, whatever energy this is that you're attracting, you don't have to accept this, right? Like, you have free will, no matter what a tarot reading tells you. And so if this connection does come in and you're like, no, this is way too much, like, this is too heavy, this is like, I feel like it's kind of like a tower moment of a relationship. Like, you have to kind of break down everything you thought you wanted or thought you knew in order to receive this person. I'm starting to feel, as I'm trying to tap into the energy more, I was trying to sit for a second and figure out why this is coming out for your first impression, right? Because obviously I'm telling you over and over that this is them seeking you, but it would not surprise me in the slightest if this was mirroring. You guys are so similar. I just keep wanting to say that. Like, you guys feel like a set. Like, I feel like, how do I want to put it? Do you know, this group, I want to say, is the group where, like, say you're born here, right? You guys are born here, and it's like, I feel like you guys are the group where your whole life you kind of felt like something was missing, and it's this person. Because it's like, I feel like you guys do have a few friendships in your life. You guys feel like a group that has very significant friendships, but not a lot. I think you pride yourself for having very genuine, deep friendships. And while you do love those people, and they're very, I'm hearing they're like other facets of yourself, which is really, really, I love that. That's beautiful. But, it's like you still feel like something's kind of missing because you haven't encountered this soul. It really feels like you guys are a set, like you guys shouldn't have been apart in a way. And I feel like that's also why this came out, like, not just their perception, but it's like you're seeking out someone too. But I don't feel like you guys are the masculine. That's why I was saying this feels like them searching for you. And I think your guides are mentioning this because when I was mentioning the layers earlier, like, they might not show that they were like looking for you in the beginning. You're not gonna meet them, I don't think, and be like, oh, like, this person's not gonna be as upfront, like, oh, I've been looking for someone exactly like you, because it's connection feels scary in a way. I keep saying, like, Pluto, like, this feels very big, it feels very grand. You guys could be like slightly older, and I don't mean like I want to say like mid to late 20s for you guys. This person feels older than you. It's interesting. I kind of feel like for you guys, I have to sit in your energy more and like sink into it, because you and your partner are very rich, full of depth people. I'm gonna go ahead and get into the child magical card for a second, because I want to try to channel more of like your first impression of them. Something that you will instantly recognize in this person is the way they look at life, and I even mean this physically, because I do think you guys might even be from different cultures. You could have a slight language barrier of some sort. Nothing too grand. I think when you meet, like, you'll be able to understand each other pretty well, but it's like some words might be a little harder to like to understand. Like, you know, when you are learning a new language and you might know all the basics, but there's like a weird word, like if we said like divination, like in tarot terms and stuff, like who knows divination if you're learning a language? Like, who's gonna memorize that word? It could be stuff like that. But I feel like with child magical card here, you'll notice when you're with this person, say you guys are having a conversation, they may like look up at the stars and admire them the same way that you do, or they might people watch the same way that you do, or they might have a friend with them and they admire that friend a very similar way that you treasure your own friends. It's like you're gonna notice that you guys have a very similar way of looking at life with wonder, with magic. Like, you haven't lost your spark with looking at life with a bit of whimsy. It's very, very pretty. I also feel like with a child magical card here, this is someone very, uniquely attractive. I want to say they kind of look like they're not from here. Like when you're in public, you're like, you're just a little different. Like I feel like they're very attractive, but it's in a very unique way. Like they could look very different from your usual type. I'm seeing Pisces as well as like Neptune. And I was mentioning Scorpio earlier. It's a lot of like rich water energy. It's very, very cool. I don't know how other word to say for it. I kind of want to get into your guys' main archetype cards so that I can get tarot on your guys' first impression. Because like I said, you guys have so many layers to dig through and I want to get into that. Alrighty. What is prayer? When are we in a state of prayer and when are we not? To whom and what do we pray? Archetypally, the practice of prayer has been with us since the dawn of time as a remedy for the omnipresent self-centered thinking that spins us towards illusion. Prayer leads us beyond our ego as we move from our little story to the big one. Some say we are in a state of prayer any time we are not in the center of our own thoughts. Others say prayer is a natural result of gratitude. Perhaps it is simply surrender or service. Whatever prayer is for you, this card reminds us of its importance. Get quiet, low, humble, and soft. Bow and touch the ground as your heart lifts to the sky. Though it may be uncomfortable, it is time. Nothing else will do. This is so interesting to be your guys' main archetype card. Because it's so, I don't know, it's kind of odd in a way. I kind of feel like with the prayer card that like you were this person's one wish. Like I said earlier, this person will have been rather established when you guys do eventually meet. And it's like I feel like if this person isn't fully at the peak of their career, they'll be very close to it when you guys meet. And vice versa, you're mirroring each other. So a lot of the things I say for them is also true for you. But it's like with the prayer card here, they have one wish that has yet to be fulfilled when you guys meet, and it's meeting you. I kind of see the red string theory where it's like the red string of fate, and it's like you guys connected by your hearts. I feel like when you guys get like gut info or whatever, it's from your heart, not your gut. Does that make sense? Like when you feel anxious, it feels like it's coming from your heart center, not your gut and your root chakra. Which is something really fascinating that I was thinking about, because a lot of people like hold anxiety in different spots in their body. Like I personally experience it from my heart, but like I have people who experience it in their throat too. So like it's different for everybody, and I feel like for you guys it feels like your heart as well. I'm going to get into your tarot cards, but basically with the prayer card, I just feel like they like wished for you, and I love that it's like I put it in the center because it's like you're their wish. It's kind of like entangled when he's like, what does he say? What does Flynn Rider say? That man, I love that man. Like you were my, you were my dream? You were my first dream? I don't know. Sorry, bear with me, Tangled fans. What is group number 3's first impression of their person? What is group number 3's first impression of their person? Thank you. Alrighty, we have the 5 of Wands. We have the 4 of Pentacles. And then we have the Knight of Wands. I love how interactive your guys' future spouse or soulmate. I don't know why some of these groups I keep having the urge to say like partner or soulmate or future spouse, or sorry, future spouse or partner over soulmate, even though this is like a soulmate reading, but I just find it interesting how that works. Like what your guides are like wanting me to call them to you. I feel like this person is so interactive in this reading though. It's like they want to like say like this is me and this is you, because I feel like when this person and you were meeting for the first time, this person kind of feels like they're in a weird point with their career. I feel like with the 5 of Wands, this is them, and it feels like there's a point in their career where they're kind of conflicted about a few things. I don't know what it is. It doesn't feel like it's one specific theme for all of you. It feels like it's different themes for each person listening to this. It's so fascinating. I kind of feel like this person wants more variety when it comes to their career. Maybe they like have started a book series, or maybe there's certain painting things. I just see so many arts things. Maybe it's music or something, but it's like they feel confined by certain aspects of their career, and like they're unable to kind of push the bounds the way they want to. And I feel like that's something that you'll learn very early on of meeting this person. And I think that's because you guys have a very familiar connection. Like, you guys will feel highly familiar to each other, like you've known this person for ages. And it's like, as much as this connection feels almost like, I keep saying like grating against each other, you like, as much as you want to run away from it, you also want to share things with this person. It's so, that's why I keep wanting to say twin flame, is because like this person is so similar to you, or it's like, it's exactly what you've wanted for so long that it's so scary. I don't know. I didn't get this with the other girls. It's so interesting how conflicted the both of you feel. It's like, it's so intense. I think that's maybe the word I'm looking for. It's just a very, very intense moment. But I feel like there'd be like, I kind of see you guys either like sitting on a beach or sitting by yourselves after you meet. Like, I feel like at first you guys might meet somewhere where like you're with other people. Maybe it's a restaurant, maybe it's, I'm hearing like a party or something outside, a get together. It feels like somewhere you're not used to being. It doesn't feel like somewhere like in your home base, your hometown. It feels like somewhere out there. Maybe you're like on a trip somewhere, a work trip. Maybe you're, I'm hearing like on a retreat of some sort. You guys just could be like exploring somewhere different with friends. And it feels like this person comes up to you when you're by yourself and you guys go off somewhere else together. And like you guys start just talking and talking and talking. It's the type of person that you talk to for hours, and yet it feels like minutes because time flies so fast. The reason I was saying earlier that it's really interesting that there's like interactiveness with this reading is because this feels like them with their career, right? It feels like them being conflicted about certain aspects in their life that they want more control over. Perhaps they've just neglected it and they haven't been able to like remedy certain things in their life, and that's why they're conflicted. But for you guys with the Four of Pentacles here, it feels like there's certain financial things that you're kind of not stressed about, but like you're waiting for it to happen. So it's like you feel a bit frugal when this person comes in, because it's like you're waiting for, I'm not saying a big break, because I think you guys will be like financially stable, but it's also not where you want to be. I don't want to say you're not satisfied with where you're at in your career, but it's like you're waiting for something to happen in your career. It doesn't feel like a big break though. I feel like you guys, whatever you do, because this is mirroring, right? Earlier I was saying they could be on the precipice of their like the peak of their career, so like they could be stable and then they're at their peak. So it's not like you don't have money. I keep wanting to clarify that because it's like you guys are doing well, but you're not technically where you want to be. I feel like for you guys with the Four of Pentacles here, it's less about you conserving money and less about financial stability, but I feel like there's certain projects you want to do that you haven't gotten the chance to do yet. For some of you, I'm seeing like creating, like I was mentioning books earlier, like creating a series that you've wanted to do forever. Like it's like really random projects. I'm hearing a subscription service of some sort, like where you create your own. I'm hearing products or brands. Like you guys are mirroring each other even in your career, but I think you do different things. You guys feel like you have a lot of different methods of income, and that whatever you have for your current income when you meet, whilst it is stable, you have other things you really want to start when this person comes in. So like you could be having your main source of income, but you want to start other projects, and when you are meeting this person, you're still trying to figure out how to like balance out their resources and your money with it. I feel like it's more of like you're in a thinking stage with your money, not that like you're frugal and you have to save, or that you have a bad mindset with money, because it doesn't feel like that. It feels healthy. But this person's like the opposite. Like, well, you're trying to sort out your resources and figure out what your next step are, what your what your next steps are in life. They're trying to figure out how to like push the bounds. You've already done that and are figuring out resources, which I think they're good at. It's like you're doing opposite things and you can help each other with it. And it wouldn't surprise me if you start like getting into that, like talking about your careers very soon after meeting. It's it's kind of really amusing to like listen to your guys' guides, because it's like, yes, you just met, but it's like you instantly just start like yapping and yapping like you've known each other forever, and you both like, oh, you do this for your career, I do this for my career, and I'm trying to figure out this, this, and this, and they're like, oh, like I did this when I was doing something similar, and like they can really help you with things. It's really fun. And we have the Knight of Wands here, and it's like I feel like your first impression of them, they definitely are the ones to approach you. Knight of Wands, they could be fire signs. I honestly don't feel like they're a fire sign. I just feel like they're go-getters. Like if they want something, they're going to get it. And in this case, they want you. So they're definitely going to approach you. I keep thinking, like I said earlier, you're in a public space and they seek you out. And I think something really funny about this is I feel like when they approach you, you're gonna be like, wow, this person's so charming, and they come across so confident, and I'm hearing alluring, like they might be really sexy, but it's like inside their head it's spinning like a mile a minute, or like their heart's racing, but like their palms aren't sweating. It's like they're good at hiding it. Like I said, this person's got layers, bro. I don't know what it is, but layers upon layers. I'm actually gonna pull 3 of these cards, which I did not do with any other group, but I don't know, this, it's so fascinating. Your group's so interesting. What's group number 3's first impression of their person? I just feel like there's so much more to touch on. We have the 4 of Swords. I love that so much. Yes, it's literally you guys. Yes, oh my god, and the 8 of Pentacles. Dude, that's freaking wild. I literally was saying earlier that you guys are at stalemates, not because of lack of potential, but it's like they're conflicted with things in their head and trying to figure out how to make it happen. You're conflicted with your physical matters and trying to make it happen. Again, you're not in a debt of physical resources. You're just like not used to figuring out how to divide those things out. I hope that makes sense. But with 8 of Pentacles, you're both heavily working on things in your life at the same time. And it's like when you meet, it's a perfect time to help each other out in those ways. I feel like the reason I wanted to pull cards is I want to know what the weird like push and pull thing is between the two of you. Like, what is the deal with their push and pull energy? Because this just clarifies further that you guys will both be working on something, that you guys will be talking a lot about this literally the night you meet. I feel like you guys will meet and then you're just like out. I'm saying outside a lot. You guys are probably outside for this, but you're just talking for ages. Like even if you guys have people, like, because this person could have people with them and you could have people with them or with you, but it's like you guys are just talking and talking by yourselves for ages, and everyone else is like, guys, like, it's time to go, but you guys just do not give a shit. What is the push and pull between these two? What is the push and pull, y'all? Guys, this is so funny. We have got the Page of Pentacles. I'm gonna try to set it up here so like you know they're separate. The Tower. I was talking about this earlier, the damn Tower. I want to keep this card visible, but I don't want to make it too close to the flame. So if you guys see it spark on fire, let me know. And the Knight of Swords. Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. And then we also have this card, but I'm going to pull that for later because it's a cute end of this story message, okay? With the Page of Pentacles here, like I said earlier with the Seeker and Queen card, this is somebody that you're looking for. I just feel like you guys are looking in a sea of people and searching for the specific type of energy and you haven't been able to find it, and vice versa. You're mirroring each other and you're looking and looking and looking, okay? Right? We know this. But the Tower card here, it's like you're looking and looking and looking, you're working on your own stuff in the meantime, and then the Tower hits, and then the Knight of Swords occurs, and it's like this person strips down every barrier you have between yourself. There's a group that I was talking to last week, and I was saying that so imagine a person, and this sounds so graphic, so bear with me, but they're bringing it up again. A person standing, and it's like they're getting stripped of all their skin and they're just like raw. And I know that sounds nasty, whatever, but like they're saying, your higher self is saying like that's how your soulmate feels. They feel stripped raw being near you. And I feel like you just kind of see this person in a way that nobody else can. Like he's falling with the mask, like he's forced to take the mask off, right? He's gonna fall to his doom and he's gonna die because he didn't take the mask off, and he's gonna have to rebuild that whole tower again, right? And it's like with the Knight of Swords, that's horrifying to both of you. But it's interesting to me because you guys are still talking, you're still having this conversation despite how you guys feel internally. But it's like because you guys have wanted this energy and now it's like hitting you full stop, it's hard for you guys to intake that much of the pungent energy that this person possesses, because it's exactly what you've been wanting. I'm hearing for as long as you guys can remember. So it's not that like it's toxic. I do think there is a lot of like learning to be had with this relationship, because I just feel like there's a lot of different factors, like with what they do for their career. You guys definitely could live in different areas is what it feels like, so it's not like the only problems are like between the two of you. It feels like there's like, here's you guys in your bubble, and there's all these like random things you'll have to work through outside of you, but it's not necessarily your emotional physical connection. It's like your careers not lining up, or it's your living situations, or it's like I said, you guys could have a slight language barrier. It could be something like that. It doesn't feel like it's the connection though, because you guys have wanted this, you've been looking for this, and while it is a lot, it's not wrong. I feel like I just want to say that it's not wrong, even if it is overwhelming at first. It just feels intense, very intense. Because we have the Ace of Wands, and they're saying like this is your passionate beginning, this is exactly what you've been wanting. But since you've been focused and wanting it for so long and now it's hitting you, it is a lot. It kind of reminds me of, I'm trying to think of if it was a movie I saw, but it's like if someone gets like sparked by power and they're like invigorated after it instead of being like zapped to death. It's like I feel like you guys are invigorated by the charge that you give each other. But it is a lot. Like I feel like after you have this big conversation with this person, you're gonna go home and crash. Like you'll be so tired after first talking with this person. I'm going to pull a few message cards. What is group number 3's first impression of their person? What is group number 3's first impression, of their soulmate? Thank you. We have, will you stand by me? So like I said, there could be a lot of outside interference, but I feel like you're gonna try to work through it. It doesn't feel like something that like, it might take work. Like, I don't know, I keep wanting to say twin flames with this group, and I don't usually use that term because, you know, it has a bad rep in a lot of different cases, but I just feel like that's you guys. Like, you guys are a set, and it's like, while there is a lot of stuff happening and there's a lot of outside bullshit, there's just like, it'll have little like insecurities come up. Like if there's persons in a field where it's like they have to travel often or something, they're just curious, like, or insecure, like, will you actually stay here with me despite all of this being a bit, I'm hearing unstable. It's like they just, maybe they don't stay in the same place for very long, or maybe it's something different. Like if they're like, I'm hearing a writer or something, they have to travel a lot to like do book deals and stuff, so it's like it's just kind of outside of their control, you know. We have I'm lost. I feel like this is how you both will kind of feel before you guys meet. There's certain aspects in your life that like you guys will need each other's help solving. Okay, so I was talking about the duality earlier. We have I want to be alone, and we have you were created just for me. So this is like a perfect representation of how you'll feel. It's like a part of you will instantly want to bolt, but the other part of you is like, this is exactly what I've been looking for. I'm going to pull a few of these paper slips for physical appearance stuff as well as traits. I'm going to pull it off camera though because they get really messy. Okay, group number 3. We've got a lot of paper slips. I'm telling you, this person pulls stuff for you as well as themselves, so some of this might be you, some of this might be them. We have a sharp jawline. We have passionate, maybe. We have, guys, that's a confirmation, speaks more than one language. I mentioned that earlier. We have spiritual. I wouldn't be surprised if this person identified the bond like you do. Like, you guys feel spiritual. Clearly you're watching a reading, right? You have some sense of spirituality. But I feel like you guys would have like kind of like a label in your head, even if it's not twin flame, but like you think of them as your person. And I feel like this person would also off the bat say something like that too. but they'd keep it nonchalant. This person would try to keep shit nonchalant because they don't want to scare you off, but also because it's intimidating, right? We have strong eye contact. Oh, another confirmation. We have well known. This person's definitely well known in their field. We have adventurous. We have marriage potential. We have trust issues. So this may be something that you or this person are working through now or when you meet. We have pale skin. We have ambitious. I'm trying to go speed round because we have a few of them here. We have muscular build. We have straight hair. There's so many. We have bubbly. We have caramel skin. Oh my gosh, we have intense stare, which reminds me of the strong eye contact one. So perhaps this person's like eye contact and eyes like I'm hearing they make your hairs stand on end. We have a deep laugh, and cutely enough we have dimples next, which I feel like that's a cute pairing. Okay, we're finally getting to the end of this, guys. We have brown hair. There's so many. We have wears glasses. And then, weirdly enough, every group has only had one eye color come out, and it's green eyes. So, like, perhaps all of y'all have, like, the rarest eye color, I guess. I don't know what the deal with that is. I'm going to pull, despite our pile of paper slips, I actually plan to pull some of these old paper slips that I've had forever. And there's initials in here, zodiacs, months, I don't know, random things. Alrighty, some of these may be repeats because, like I said, these are like old paper slips I made ages ago, but I was like, we can add them in today for fun's sake. So we've got new person. We have Neptune, so they could have significant Neptune placements or energy. We have curvy, so they could have a curvy build, or you could. We have strong. We have I miss you. And like I said, I feel like this person is holding space for you and already is like looking for you and searching for you. We have the number 66. That could be a repeating number for some of you guys. We have suits. So they could be wearing a suit when you meet, which is so fun. We have the number 18. Some of these could be dates too, like maybe you'll meet on the 18th. We have the moon. I love that we have Neptune and the moon because I was saying that you guys have very strong watery energy. Oh my gosh. And then we have Pluto. That is so funny. We have Taurus, so some Venusian energy. We have the syllables. The initials are, I don't know if you guys can see that. And we have the initial T. I don't think these are very well to be able to see. We have purple, which I put these in for just so the colors resonated, but also the chakras. So this person could be very connected to your crown chakra, and you could also be dreaming them, I'm hearing. Like you guys, I feel like would, because I think I said to you that they dream of you, but you're usually faceless. It's more of like an energy thing, so you guys could be also dreaming of them. We have you know, which I feel like some of you might already know who this person is, which is very, I don't know, I didn't even expect that. You guys could know them and you guys could follow their works already, so maybe this is a confirmation for some of you that you recognize them before you meet them. We have February. So it could be your birth month, or it could be their theirs, or is when you meet. Loves your personality. We have students, so they could be learning, or you could be learning. We have the syllable, or I keep wanting to say syllable. We have the initial N. Why are these all the green ones? They're hardest to see. We have straight hair again. So this person could definitely have straight hair, wherever it is. I think it's over here. We have yellow, which makes me think of the solar plexus chakra. You guys' partner just throws out so many of these things. We have H. We have S. We have release. So like I said, you guys might be releasing a lot because it feels like there's a lot of karmic learning with this person. We have Scorpio. That's funny because we also got Pluto. We have the initial K. We have be cautious. I feel like this is kind of a warning that this might be a really striking connection at first, and it might take a minute to ground it. We have let go, so you guys might be releasing some things, or they might before you guys meet. We have curly hair, so that could be you or them. I feel like one of you is curly hair and one of you is straight hair, or like wavy hair. Oh my gosh, and then the last one we have is karmic. That cracks me up. Because I was saying over and over that that's what this connection feels like. It feels karmic in the way that like you guys had a past life with them and it was really significant. But it's not a karmic soulmate in a way that like it's temporary. It feels like your future spouse, but it does feel like a bit more work than the other piles. Okay, group number 3. The last thing we're doing is pulling 3 cards for your first meeting, just trying to see if there's anything else that comes out. And I'm also going to pull a few on how you'll recognize this person. However, I feel like this group will just know instantly. Oh, I almost forgot. I'm actually going to roll a few zodiac signs before we get into it to see if there's any more confirmations. What is group number 3's soulmate? We have Sagittarius. We have Scorpio. We have Pisces. I mentioned both of those earlier. We have Pisces again. And Libra. And then I'm going to roll the planetary dice just to see if there's any significant placements that they perhaps have in their first house, or you guys have like a big thing in your guys' synastry maybe. We have Mercury. We have Jupiter. Jupiter again. We have Pluto. And we have I think it's the North Node. I can't see where the line is. It got scrubbed off. But I'm thinking it's the North Node. Which I love because it's like you're linked to this person. Like you guys, even if you have a past life connection, your future is also intertwined. So I'm going to pull your tarot cards off camera because I learned when I do it with all these thousands of slips, things get messy. The first card is the 4 of Cups. We have the Queen of Wands. And we have the 5 of Pentacles. I feel like your guys' first meeting, I know I said earlier you'll be out in public is what I feel, and that I feel like you both will either be with somebody else, it could be one person or several people, but it's like you're in your respective groups, and like I said earlier, you'll kind of go off by yourself, but I feel like this person will approach you because I feel like when you meet, you'll be in a Queen of Wands energy, which you could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. You do not have to be. But I feel like with the Queen of Wands here, you guys are in your power when you guys meet. You guys are in a really good mood, I feel like. I don't even feel like this group is really... I don't know why this keeps coming up today, but I don't feel like you guys are super extroverted, but I feel like your energy is very alluring and magnetic to people. You guys feel very warm and genuine and authentic, and people gravitate towards you because your energy is just so, I want to say, motherly and nurturing. I feel like with the 4 of Cups here, the day that you guys meet, you both might be in kind of a headspace of like, I feel like you're kind of done looking for your person. And I don't feel like you guys are in a headspace where you think they don't exist, but I feel like you might have someone who had approached you earlier in that day, maybe romantically, or maybe you're just around a lot of couples or something of that sort. It feels like you're witnessing a lot of couples or people, or like people coming up to you, and it's like you're so done because like you have these cups coming towards you, you have these things, but it's like you don't want them because they're not the thing that you want. Because usually the Four of Cups is kind of like you need to reevaluate what you have because you're neglecting appreciating things, but it feels like in your case it's like the things around you just aren't what you're looking for. It's just as simple as that. Like the things that are around you and around your soulmate, the mirroring is crazy. The mirroring is so funny. It's just not what you guys want. And like I feel like on this particular day you guys are just so done being around people because you're like, okay, so when am I actually going to meet the thing that like makes me feel, I want to say whole. Like you guys feel whole when you meet this person because you're like, I'm finally meeting this person. I'm finally connecting with the energy that I've been looking for so long. And with the Five of Pentacles, you both have like, it feels like you've been in a drought of sorts of people who resonate with you on a deep level. And I feel like there's people in your life who get different facets of you, but they don't understand the whole of you. However, this person, your soulmate, does, and it's like they see you for what you are. And I think when you meet, that's why they are the ones to approach you so swiftly, because it's like they don't want to take the fact for granted that they might have met the person they've been seeking this whole time. You know what I mean? The cards we got for how they'll recognize you is the Six of Pentacles as well as the Hanged Man. Interesting. I love this for you guys. With the Six of Pentacles, I feel like wherever you guys are at, if it's somewhere public, I'm hearing for some of you, you might not even be at a super busy place, because for a lot of you it feels kind of busy where you're at, like bustling, like people are having a good time enjoying themselves. But for others of you it could be somewhere more chill, like a coffee shop, or I'm hearing a bookstore, a library. But it feels like you're very generous and very kind to whomever you're talking to. Like if it's the librarian, if it's the person taking your order at wherever you're at, you feel very, very kind and genuine. And I feel like there's something about you guys smiling that I'm seeing, that this person like smiles seeing you smile and interact with people, and you're not aware of this. Like you're just doing your thing, but it's like this person lights up when they see you, because something about you interacting with those people like gives them a mindset shift. I feel like they're in this headspace when the day you meet where like they're just kind of, I want to say grouchy, and they're not in the best mood, and they feel like they're in a drought of real deep connections. I feel like the people they usually kind of rely on to fulfill the lack of you aren't really hitting that day. Like they're just not in the mood. Like they don't want to be around those people. Like maybe they were trying to like crack jokes with other people. This is kind of specific, but it's like they're showing me your future spouse. I keep wanting to say that. They're showing me your soulmate trying to make like small talk and joke around with the people they're with, and the people they're with are just not in the mood, and it kind of like drains the mood of your person. However, when they see you, when they're out, I feel like you're out in public, when they see you and see you having like a good genuine interaction with, it's like a worker of some sort. It's either a worker or like a person taking your order or something of the sort. It doesn't feel like your friend. It feels like someone outside of who you know, like just a stranger. You're talking to a stranger. When they witness you being kind and genuine and kind of basically embodying the energy that they were embodying before they got in this bad mood, it's like something shifts in their perspective, and they're kind of like snagged on you. Like they can't help but like want to go up and talk to you. And I think that's why they do it so swiftly after. It's because it's like you like snapped their bad mood out instantly, and you kind of halted whatever bad headspace they were in really quickly. I didn't do this with the other groups. Usually I'd wrap up right here, but I'm gonna just double check. Is there anything for group number 3 and their soulmate? It just feels like there's always something left for this group. But maybe it's just because you guys are so full of depth. We have the Knight of Swords. This person will definitely be rather witty. Even if there is like a language, I keep wanting to say language barrier, but it's like you guys will definitely find a way to connect, because you guys have very similar communication styles, and you guys can like bounce off of each other really well, even from just meeting this person. So it's like even if there is weird little things that you guys don't understand literally, like language barrier wise about each other, it's like you're kind of telepathically linked. The Page of Coins came out earlier, and with this I just feel like they instantly like zero in on you. They instantly like recognize what they've been looking for in you. Yes, and with the Sun card and the Eight of Pentacles, it's like you are like the sun. That's so cute, the sun. And then you guys are the Queen of Wands. That's so cute. Like you guys, there's something about your aura that like brightens up a room to them. And like the Eight of Wands, they want to approach you swiftly. That's so lovely. Well, group number 3, I think that's all I have for you guys today. I hope this reading resonated, and if it did, please feel free to like or subscribe, and I would love to hear from you guys in the comments if you feel called. I love hearing you guys share like different things that resonated. It's so fun to hear. I want to thank your guides and my guides as well as you for being here today, and yeah, until our next reading. Bye, group number 3.